Hello, everyone. Welcome to NeoEnglish, the podcast where we teach English in simple and practical ways. Today's episode is about an extraordinary story. We'll talk about someone with diabetes who tried eating only plants for 2 weeks and what they learned.
That's right. It's a fascinating topic, and we're going to use this discussion to introduce new vocabulary, phrases, and ideas. Plus, we'll explain them clearly so you can use them in your conversations. Ready? Let's dive in.
Let's start with the article itself. The writer has a type of diabetes called latent autoimmune diabetes in adults, or LADA. This condition means their body cannot produce enough insulin, which controls blood sugar. Managing diabetes often depends heavily on diet.
Yes, and in this case, the writer decided to try a plant-based diet, which means eating only foods that come from plants. So no meat, no eggs, no dairy, just fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, and seeds. It's like being a vegan, which some of you may have heard of.
Exactly. The writer wanted to see if this diet could help them manage their blood sugar better. But they discovered not only the benefits, but also the challenges that come with eating only plants for 2 weeks.
Now let's talk about some important words and phrases from what we just described. First, the word diet. A diet is the kind of food a person eats regularly. For example, my diet includes a lot of vegetables, or I want to try a healthy diet this year.
Another key term is plant-based. This means food made only from plants. For example, this restaurant serves plant-based burgers, or I'm trying to eat more plant-based meals. It's a common phrase in discussions about food and health.
Great examples. The next phrase is blood sugar management. Blood sugar refers to the sugar or glucose in your blood, which gives you energy. Management means controlling or handling something well. For instance, good diet and exercise help with blood sugar management, or stress can make blood sugar management harder.
Good explanations. So, going back to the article, the writer found some triumphs and challenges during their experiment. Triumphs are successes or victories. For example, winning the soccer game was a big triumph, or passing the test felt like a triumph.
And challenges are difficulties or problems. For example, learning English pronunciation can be a challenge, or waking up early is a challenge for many people. Everyone faces challenges, but they can often lead to growth.
That's true. Let's focus on the writer's experience. One triumph of the plant-based diet was improved blood sugar levels. The writer also felt more energetic, like they had more energy to do things.
However, there were challenges too. For one, they found it hard to make plant-based meals, especially because preparing such meals takes time. Plus, they missed eating things like cheese or meat. It's not easy to change your diet completely.
That's a good point. Changing habits can be tough. For example, if you normally drink coffee with sugar every day, switching to coffee without sugar might feel strange at first.
Right. But the writer highlighted something important. It's all about balance. Even if you aren't ready to eat only plants, adding more plant-based foods to your diet can still be very healthy. Start small and go step by step.
That's great advice. Now, let's review the key vocabulary and phrases from today's podcast so you can use them in your conversations.
First, diet means the kind of food you eat, like healthy diet or plant-based diet.
Next, plant-based means foods made only from plants, for example, plant-based meals or plant-based burgers.
Then there's blood sugar. This is the sugar in your blood, and blood sugar management means keeping it under control.
Don't forget triumph, which means a success, and challenge, which means a difficulty. Examples are triumph in sports or a challenge in learning.
And lastly, remember the writer's lesson. Start small and aim for balance when trying something new. You don't have to do it all at once.
That's a wrap for today's NeoEnglish episode. Thanks for joining us. Keep practicing these words and phrases, and soon you'll feel more confident about discussing topics like food and health.
Have a wonderful day, everyone.